What's up everybody? Welcome back to the 31 Days of R. I am your host Mood616 and thank you once again for stopping in, guys. Yeah, welcome to day 28 here, of course, on the 31 Days of Horror. And I am really excited here because this is a film that was right at the top of my most anticipated films of 2016. After I seen this director's first film, I believe a couple years ago, it was called Sonno Profondo, which stands for Deep Sleep. And I thought it was a very well-made, stylistic, almost silent giallo. Very few words in the film. It was just kind of more style over substance type deal. But I knew that these brothers had a lot of potential to do a really good full-length type film. So without further ado, from Unearthed Films comes this spectacular 3-disc edition, and it is entitled Francesca. Yes, look at that. Look at that cover art, it's just fantastic. I mean, does that not scream 70s giallo right there? Yes. Yeah, the director here, Luciano Onetti, from the Onetti brothers, him and his brother Nicholas, they, produce and direct these films and stuff like that. And like I said, Sonno Profondo, if you haven't checked that one out, give that one a shot. That's a really good film, kind of an introductory to, this right here. But if you're into giallos, you're probably going to check this out anyways. But getting to the premise, basically this is about little girl named Francesca. She's disappeared about 15 years ago without a trace. No one really knows exactly what happened to her. And so now it's in the present day, and someone is killing people off in the city in random ways, kind of purifying the, how they put it here, the impure and damned souls. So someone's kind of doing society a favor and taking out these bad people. And of course, the police investigation is launched, and they're trying to figure out who exactly is doing these killings. Is it Francesca back from wherever she's been, or is it someone else, or who's doing this? So that is your simple plot line to the film. Now, my thoughts on this one. Now, if you're a fan of Italian giallos, then you need to check this film out. You got to see it to believe it, for one thing. The whole look, the whole aesthetics of this film is absolutely mind-blowing. This movie, okay, let me explain. Now, if you just popped in this movie without knowing really anything about it, what era it came from, you would automatically assume it was from the 1970s. That's how good this movie looks. Everything from the look of the film, I mean, the washed out colors, the vibrant colors, if that makes any sense, the outfits, the props, everything, the whole look and feel of this film is outstanding. It really got me excited. The first 10 minutes of the film, I was just blown away at how well they, how much effort they put into making this film look like it was retro, man. Like, really good stuff. I'm assuming they shot it on film. It just looks absolutely fantastic. But this film right here has everything that you want from a giallo film. It has all the Italian tropes. It's got everything from the amazing score. The soundtrack is just fantastic. It's very much in the vein of Goblin and things like that. But, it's got, the bad dubbing. It's got, the creepy dolls. It's got the kills. It's got the POV killer. It's just got everything that you want from a giallo film. It's got the very simple storyline that's, kind of acting out that, it's trying to be a little more complicated than it is and stuff. And it's, it's got all the weird shots. The cinematography's out there. It's got all these strange angles and things like that. All the things in a giallo film that make up the reason why we love giallo films. Well, at least the reason why I do. It's all here. It's just really good stuff. But yeah, this one right here, I wasn't 100% sure on the whole storyline because it was very simple. It was kind of presented very simply too. Kind of in the lines of like, how kind of Dario Argento would take a film, a very simple premise, and kind of make it so complicated and things like that. Well, this one, it was trying to be like that, but it wasn't exactly, coming off too complicated and stuff. And I think in the end, with the twist and things like that, but I'll get to that in a second. But you can tell how this film is very much influenced by Argento and Fulci and Bava and Sergio Martino and things like that. It's kind of taken elements of their films and put them into here, but done very well. It's very convincing, is essentially what I'm trying to say. Like, if you're into Italian films, you're going to notice a lot of things in here that are just very well done. Very well done. The props and the costumes is one thing I could not get over. Just the whole look of the film was just really good and stuff. So, But, you know, with all that said, with all the good tropes and all the good things that are going on in this film, the storyline wasn't too bad. You know, it was kind of, in a way, a little bit predictable. But the one thing that kind of brought this film down for myself a little bit was the kills. You know, considering how I just, you know, totally gave this film mad props for the way it looked and the feel and stuff, the atmosphere, everything that was created in this film, I thought maybe that the kills were going to be a lot better. The body count's not overly high in the film, but the kills are a little bit generic. They're not bloody, they're not gory, they're not, you know, as stylistic as an Argento or a Fulci film or a Bava or whatever that kill-wise. And it kind of hurt the film a little bit for me, because I thought, you know, with all that good stuff going on, just to add in those really awesome kills would have really elevated this one to, like, you know, modern day classic status, man, really. But so that was kind of a letdown. But there is a lot of other cool things going on. I like the whole idea with the coins on the eyes and things like that. It's been done before, but, you know, it's still kind of a cool premise and stuff. But, you know, this one plays out really good. It's quite a short film. It's about 80 minutes, and it does go by really fast. Like, when you're watching this, the story just like, whew, it's all of a sudden there, and we're into the third act. And, you know, I think the third act worked pretty good. I'm still a little bit on the fence about the twist and, you know, what exactly, you know, with this one certain character and things like that. Because you kind of have to disconnect yourself a little bit. It's a little bit far-fetched at the same time. So I'm not 100% sure it works too well. So I'm gonna take a little bit of marks off for it, because I don't think it actually does in theory. But overall, a fantastic watch. Really enjoyed this film. I couldn't say enough good things. You know, style over substance, maybe, but it still does have a pretty good storyline. If I had to rate this one, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was pretty much one of the best films I've seen all year. And yeah, if you're into this, definitely give it a shot. You can't go wrong. This is a DVD Blu-ray soundtrack combo. The Blu-ray is obviously in there, so this is what this looks like on the inside. Has a little bit of features, not too much here. It's got behind the scenes featurettes, some deleted scenes, an interview with the Luciano and Nicholas Onetti, the brothers, and other trailers and things like that. I think this is actually really cool. It comes with this booklet, like the old Italian giallo novels and stuff. And there's actually a scene in the film where one of the characters is actually reading one of these. I think it's actually kind of almost like a replica from the film, so that's kind of cool too. But and a little bit of write-up and stuff like that. Some things that I actually mentioned will be in here because you have to, pretty much. So, but yeah, I love the artwork in here too. This is pretty awesome. That creepy doll. But you know, you gotta have the creepy doll in here. I mean, obviously influenced by Argento and things like that, but definitely give Francesca a shot. This is really good. I just honestly wish that the kills were a lot better. If they little more stylistic kills with blood and gore and stuff would have been just fantastic, but I'll take what I can get, right? So 9 out of 10. Absolutely love the film. Give it a shot, peeps. That's gonna do it for day 28. And wow, I think I made it through the review without hacking up a lung, because I thought I was dying like 5 minutes before I got on camera here. So, But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow on day 29. And as usual,